My boyfriend is a serial cheater. Now he's in therapy and I don't know if I should trust him again. My partner and I have been together for almost 3 years now. The relationship started kind of like a situationship as some call it, but then we decided to make it serious. I'm divorced and have kids, so I made it very clear that I was looking for a serious relationship and didn't want to waste my time again, as I had a very bad marriage where I got cheated on a lot and had been going to therapy because of that. He agreed. He said he loved me and was willing to put in the effort. The first 5 months, I noticed he would stay here at my house for weeks at a time, but then when he returned to his home, he would become distant. So since I have past trauma, I would tell myself that it was just me being insecure. But one day he left to do some passport stuff, and he left his phone on my nightstand. His alarm went off, and I got curious. So yeah, I decided to check to make sure I was just being insecure and there was not anything going on. But then I found some very sexual messages on Instagram with multiple girls. And I started crying. I felt really bad because I had treated this person with the utmost respect and had stated all my fears up front, and also asked many times if he was sure about me. But there I was, again, crying and feeling like this is somehow what I deserve, because it was happening to me again and with a different person. I confronted him about it, and he explained that he had been doing this his whole life because it gave him some sort of validation. He never had a serious relationship before and he didn't understand how this, since it wasn't physical, could be considered cheating or hurtful to me. So yeah, I bought that, and asked him to never do it again. 7 months went by, and one night my kid was playing on my boyfriend's phone and a message popped up. It was this kind of famous model in my town, who happens to be married, and they were having a very flirtatious conversation where he asked her for pictures. This time, I was really destroyed. Because this man had been showing real effort, he had been taking care of me when I was sick, he bought me medicine when I didn't have money to buy it, he took care of my kids so I could have some rest. But there he was, hurting me again. I confronted him again, but this time I was in pieces. I could barely speak, I was crying so much. I said a lot of hurtful things to him. I told him he was hurting me and I didn't deserve that. He started crying and told me he was worthless and that nobody had taken a chance on him before I did, and that maybe he didn't know how to stop doing this and he knew it was bad behavior and that if I wanted him to walk away he would understand. I was really angry, so I told him to leave. I felt like I had to hurt someone because my pain was unbearable. I truly loved this person, and he seemed unaffected by the way he was making me feel. So I decided to speak to this woman. I know I shouldn't have, but I basically told her that I had screenshots and would send them to her husband if she didn't block my boyfriend from every platform. She said she would and she actually did. She told me she felt bad that I was feeling the way I did. Lol. Anyway, I didn't send her husband anything because she has a child, and I didn't want to cause any damage there. So my boyfriend found out. I guess he tried to see her profile and he realized he was blocked. He called me and said this behavior was unacceptable. This made me so mad, because I felt like I was the victim here and he was labeling me as the villain. We talked and we sorted things out. Over the next few months, he seemed like he was really trying to just make things work. Then one day his grandmother got sick, so him and his whole family had to travel to another city to be with her. He spent 2 weeks there. When he got back, he came over to visit me and I checked his phone. All the apps were blocked except for Google Photos, which I guess he missed. There he had suggestive photos that girls had sent him in the past and some screenshots from a dating app he had checked recently, during his trip. This man was on a dating app. Like, someone please tell me I was seeing things. So I confronted him again. This time he said he just wanted to see how many people he could match with just to feel wanted. Oh God, I can't even begin to tell you how stupid this sounds to me or how insecure it makes me feel. Yes, I forgave him again. Because I guess I don't like myself or there's something really wrong with me just accepting this behavior that's destroying me. I should add that this man has not to this day deleted any of the women he had flirty DMs with on social media. He just stopped talking to them. After this, he started therapy. He stopped using all of his social media. As far as one can tell, he got a new job. He took me out on more dates. He really seems to be trying. But I can't trust him blindly. I feel like this pattern is just repeating behind my back and I just can't see it, but it's definitely happening. It's really hard to trust someone who has done you wrong several times just because he says he has changed. This man doesn't show me on social media. When I try to ask him to post pics of us, he says I have to choose the picture and tell him what he should write in the caption, which makes it feel forced. Other times he tells me he has been doing everything for me and I just care about stupid things like this because I just want everyone to know he's taken. I do understand, some people are private and don't post anything, so me making him do it is kind of like forcing him, and maybe some of you won't approve of this. But this insecurity is a consequence of his actions, not my past trauma. So, shouldn't he just post things if it makes me feel safe or secure? I see couples all the time posting each other on birthdays and anniversaries and stuff, and I feel kind of sad and I don't understand why I'm being deprived of something that seems so normal. He doesn't post anything really, but I think that's just so that I don't ask him why he posts things and nothing about us. Anyway, am I crazy? Should I not be feeling this way just cause he's in therapy now and seems to be trying to change? Should I just trust blindly?